Ladies and gentlemen, a couple of things to get off my chest before we proceed with the video. Number one, viewer discretion is advised, as this might actually be one of the most bumpiest and spiciest videos that I have ever had to make. And number two, in case anyone's wondering why my eyes are moving around, it's because I am reading off of the bullet points that I have for this video, just to make sure to keep everything on track and everything flowing smoothly. With that being said, let's proceed with the video. So let's cut to the chase right from the jump. I am apolitical. I don't care what side you support. The only thing that I care about is if whether or not you're a good person. However, since the incident that involved trying to unalive Donald Trump, that incident has spawned a lot of ugliness and it got exposed very badly. And one such example actually is Destiny. Now, if you don't know who Destiny is, sorry to ruin your day, but here goes. He is essentially, long story short, a political streamer and a massive cuck at that. And recently, he had some of the most deranged and evil takes that I have ever heard. And one of those takes revolves around the innocent firefighter known as Corey Comparator, I hope I'm saying the last name right, who had passed away during the unaliving attempt of Donald Trump.
Fuck it, fuck the dude, the firefighter guy, fuck Trump, fuck the people that support him. I just want you to know, okay, just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am. 100%.
Oh boy, Destiny, are you fucked or what? Imagine celebrating the death of a fellow American just because of a difference of political opinions. That right there should put already into perspective how evil that is. Like Destiny, do you not know what terrorism actually is? Well, allow me to educate you there, cuck. The unlawful use of violence and intimidation, especially against civilians in the pursuit of political aims. There you go. Now, if you don't believe that this right here falls under terrorism, well, allow me to present you guys with Exhibit B.
I'm ready for the great cleansing, dude.
Cleansing?
The cleansing.
What cleansing?
When we genocide conservatives in this country.
Are you gonna be out in the streets with your Glock?
Maybe. I gotta go back to Nebraska and grab it.
Now, before we go any further, yes, I know that that clip is like 6 years old, and you guys are probably thinking, well, wait a second now, that was years ago. Why is this relevant now? Because it still is relevant to the type of character that Destiny has here. Now, if you think that is bad, oh, we're just beginning with this one. There's a lot more to showcase. So we have Destiny tweeting out, "It was a breaking news headline because no one knew immediately what happened, you fucking dolt." Now, this was in response to someone by the name of Patrick Bet David, who posted a CNN headline that said, "Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls at rally," even though there's blood all over one side of his face because he got shot at. What's the word, by the way, that describes something like this? Oh, right, propaganda. But wait, there's more to this. We have this nugget here. Donald Trump incited an insurrection and then was granted full criminal immunity for possibly all of his involvement. I have zero sympathy for anything that happens to him or anyone who supports him. That is a keeper right there, but there's more. I will argue this position against any and all conservatives of reasonable size, but there's a reason none of you spineless hacks step outside your echo chambers. Oh my, how ironic is that? Especially coming from someone like you, Destiny, where you look like a vampire that would melt the second that sunlight even touched you. And by the by, the infamous January 6th was confirmed not to be an insurrection, so therefore, that's more propaganda being spewed out Destiny the cuck's mouth. We have actual documentation that confirms from the FBI that there was no insurrection on January 6th. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and read some of this here to you to put more context into play here. The Cambridge Dictionary defines insurrection as an organized attempt by a group of people to defeat their government and take control of their country, usually by violence. By that definition, there was no insurrection at the United States Capitol on January 6th, according to the FBI Reuters report. The FBI has found scant evidence that the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol was the result of an organized plot to overturn the presidential election result, according according to 4 current and former law enforcement officials. 90 to 95% of these are one-off cases, said a former senior law enforcement official with knowledge of the investigation. Then you have 5% maybe of these militia groups that were more closely organized, but there was no grand scheme with Roger Stone and Alex Jones and of all these people to storm the Capitol and take hostages. That right there was the FBI's determination of what took place there. Now, I'm not saying that there wasn't a plot to take over that election, as that's not the point of this video. The point is that Destiny is literally lying about what happened on January 6th by falsely stating that it was an insurrection. So, if he's willing to lie to you about something monumental like that, it kind of brings into question what else can he lie to you about. But you see, it doesn't even end there. There is more questionable shit that needs to be talked about when it comes to Destiny. Such as what we have here from Josh Vector. Archive link in retweet below. The Omni-Liberal, so Destiny, also known as Destiny, also known as the blue hair who wants half of the country dead, who said he'd be fine with his parents dying if they ever went to a Trump rally, apparently is sexually attracted to 10-year-olds. And what we have here is some pretty questionable stuff that is being said from Destiny, such as, "You were hot at 10? Any pics?" To which Courtney responds, "Check DMs." To which Destiny responds, "Jesus, I never wanted to bend someone over the hood of their little tykes so bad." So, I've been hearing that this right here may have been under the premise of joking, but I don't really get the joke here when it comes to this shit, man. Like, where's the setup? Where's the punchline? Where is this actually supposed to be a joke? That'd be just like me, for example, saying, "Hey, you know what? Go take a bath and drop a toaster plugged into the bathtub." Where's the joke in that? Like, there isn't anything that is joking vibes from it because there's no setup. There's no punchline. It doesn't make sense for it to be a joke. It just seems completely and utterly random, and it kind of makes me wonder if this right here might be a case where people are just flocking and defending, "Oh, this is a joke, it's a joke." Well, was it really a joke? Or is this a case of Schrodinger's douchebag in defense of a scumbag? And hey, I'm all for joking and having fun with humor and dark jokes and this and that, but here's the thing, is that there wasn't anything funny about that. I wasn't laughing, and yeah, there wasn't anybody in the room fucking laughing. Now, there's a lot more that I could go on about when it comes to the Destiny rabbit hole, such as when he was attempting to bully Boogie2988 into committing self-harm live on a podcast. Now, let me just say this real quick. This isn't to defend Boogie2988. Don't worry, I got a video for him as well because of recent things that have surfaced that really and truly has got to be in some of the worst taste imaginable, but this right here definitely doesn't make Destiny look any better either. So it makes a lot of sense as to why Kick banned your little punk ass there, Destiny. And you know what? Kind of makes you wonder, what other platforms are there left for you? Now, before I end the video here, let me just clarify something in addition in case anyone might misunderstand what my stance is here, okay? First off, again, I'm apolitical. I don't care about politics, okay? I care about human decency and about being good to each other. That's what I care about the most. We are all human, and we all have the right, as well as the responsibility, to express ourselves in a reasonable manner when it comes to our beliefs and our values. And that right there ties in with freedom of speech. Now, let me also make it clear that freedom of speech does not absolve you from the premise of your actions having consequences. So before anyone here would say, well, wait a second now, wouldn't the Kick ban of Destiny go against free speech? Well, Maybe, but maybe it's also a case of actually having consequences manifested because of your actions, such as what Destiny did. Anyways, this right here was an absolute doozy to get through because it involved a lot of big and sensitive topics. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't accidentally step on anyone's toes here. Let me just again reiterate, believe what you want to believe, okay? Whatever political alliance you have, that's cool, man. As long as you're a good person, that's all I care about. Whether you are left, whether you are right, whether you're centrist, whether you're upside down, inside out, uptown, downtown, funky town, whatever, here's the thing, man. If you're a good person, I respect you. But that is it here for the video, and I really, really hope that I don't have to make a video of this magnitude ever again, because holy shit, was this something that was honestly quite jarring to talk about. But with that being said, thank you guys very much for tuning in and for watching. Have yourself a damn good one, and remember to be kind to yourself and to others, and to always, 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 always stay humble.